To the dunes of the land of Egypt, wherein ye dwelt, shall ye not do?
No, the Bible don't.
Shall ye not do?
So the Bible just said, after the doings of the Egyptians, don't do them. So if the Bible comes from the Egyptians, why would the Egyptians say that?
Well, y'all here locally?
We out here every week.
Where y'all from? Augusta?
Yeah, that's you from Augusta?
Yeah. No. I mean, I know right there on Southgate Plaza. I go out there and listen to the brothers out there at times.
Right.
I went to college university. I study all religion. I respect all religion.
You talk to other Hebrew Israelites?
Yeah, I don't talk to a lot of the Hebrew.
All right, so, you know, we should believe
with
it.
them.
Right? What you believe in?
I mean, to be honest, again, I study our religion. I respect our religion. It's a lot.
This right here, I wouldn't say it's a religion, it's more of a heritage.
Yeah, heritage. Okay.
So all these other religions is man-made.
Right.
It's a known fact that, you know, you look up Israelites enslaved in Egypt, you know, it's going to come up as, you know, so-called Negroes with darker skin complexion as slaves to the Egyptians.
Right.
So this isn't a religion.
Right. You read this book, you read about you read this book, you read about
all right, so go ahead, because I
when you read this book, you're reading about our ancestors,
Right.
Where we came from. You know, that's why we out here with our people. You say you're kind of people.
Right.
So they should be teaching that this is a heritage of our religion.
Right.
So yeah, you know, the so-called white man, he took the book, he added religion to it.
Yeah.
But if you actually read it, they don't teach what Christianity teaches.
Right.
It actually teaches the complete opposite. Right? So I know you see everything that's going on in earth. Right? So a major reason we believe this book is because so-called prophecy. Right?
Mm-hmm.
I know you know what prophecy is. You read that Isaiah 29:6.
It's the book of Isaiah, chapter 29 and verse 6.
Bring it out.
Thou shalt be visited of the Lord of hosts with thunder.
Right? And thunder. Did you see what happened on New Year's Eve? The monuments in Washington, D.C. struck by lightning and thunder, right?
And with earthquake, and great noise.
And earthquake, it was just 7.1. Yesterday, and 2 days prior there was one in New Mexico, 6.2, right?
And with earthquake and great noise, with storm and tempest.
Storm, right? You got a polar vortex storm coming on the 20th, right?
And the flame of devouring fire.
Right, so you see what's going on there in Canada. Yeah, right? So we believe in this book because it's called prophecy, right?
Right.
Something that other religions don't have, right? So, are you familiar with us going in slavery on ships?
I mean, that's what they said.
You don't believe that? You don't believe that's not how it happened? Also,
I mean, some came over and slaved on the ship. Most of our people was already here. We already traveled there. We already traveled where it was already here.
yeah.
But a lot did come from slavery. I mean, you know,
The
came from
indigenous
yeah.
people was here.
Right.
Whereas the so-called Negroes, Asians, and Jamaicans, you know, we wasn't here, but the indigenous was.
Yeah.
Right? So,
The Moors was already here.
right, so did you know that that's recorded in the Bible? Us going in slavery.
Well,
Did you know that?
I mean, don't get me wrong. The Bible speaks of a lot of, the Bible speaks of a lot that prophecy of some things that we can relate to, we can pinpoint. And in other religions, they do the same as well. Don't get me wrong. I mean, me personally being a universal, I respect and I study our religion. And I really admire a lot of brothers that like you said, it's a way of life. It's heritage. Is who we are. Yeah.
Right. But I would say this: no other so-called religion can relate to us as a people. We don't have our history like the Bible does.
Exactly. But you know also that this was the first thing that they gave us.
What?
When it was time for the first thing that they gave us back when we came out of slavery is the Bible.
Do you know that the Bible predates 1619, brother? Right, you got the Samaritan Pentateuch, was written in Jerusalem. You got the Dead Sea Scrolls, written in papyrus now about Egypt. You have the Greek Septuagint, written in Alexandria.
Right, and I'm also familiar with the
white
Ethiopia Bible as well too.
The white man didn't give us the Bible, right? He didn't say, here, take it, read it. Actually, they was killing us for reading. Right? They didn't want us to know. Yeah. They had something called the slave Bible with 90% of the Bible took out. Right?
Even to this day. We still don't have the pure. It was scattered out. It was scattered out and they're in places where they don't want us to get a hope to it. And it's sad that as brothers, that we again I build with my brother Israelites. The nation is Islam. I build with them as well too. But I don't really actually take a side because it's truth that both our brothers are saying. And it's almost like a tug. Yeah. It's almost like a tug of war, to be honest with you. Which other religions or which other ethnic groups that our people is united?
Other than the Hebrew Israelites?
Yeah. Now don't get me wrong, and I love that, and I want to keep pushing it. But no matter what how we go about looking at a lot of things, at the end of the day, it's basically about for us to unite.
With who?
No.
Other?
No.
Our people?
Our people.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Our people.
Our people.
We already know what time it is with them.
I'm gonna just be honest with you, brother. None of these so-called religions or beliefs is gonna save you in the times we're in, right?
Yeah.
Only coming back to your true heritage according to the Bible is gonna save you. Islam ain't gonna save us. Universal, that stems from Catholicism, right? That's what Catholicism is.
Yeah, well, universal is to actually be a universal. Take common sense. We take the truth that make us better men among men. Now, it's not for me to, don't get me wrong. Yeah, I can sit up here and say all day, I know about the 12 tribes and, things of that nature. Don't get me wrong, I respect that. But it's not for me to judge where another man goes. I can only not hate a man because of his skin, or not hate a man because of this or that. I can dislike a man because of his character, but not because of his skin. Right. It's not for me to judge where that man goes.
Right. So that's a big misconception. We're gonna read this. We're gonna touch the first one, not for us to judge, right? But a big misconception. People think Hebrew Israelites going off skin color, right? That's a misconception. You got Blake Griffin, right? Blake Griffin's father is a Haitian. And Blake Griffin's son he looked like a so-called white man, but he would be considered an Israelite. So we're not going off skin color, right? That's a big misconception. Touching on your point that you can't judge,
It's the book of Leviticus, chapter 19, verse 15.
Bring it out.
Ye shall do no unrighteousness in judgment. Thou shalt not respect the person of the poor, nor honor the person of the mighty, but in righteousness shalt thou judge thy neighbor.
All right, so we got to judge our people according to what the Lord said, right? And I want to ask you, you know, if you don't think that, you know, we descend from Israel and our Israelites, then what would be our heritage then, according to you?
What would be our heritage?
Yeah, where do we come from?
No, in my knowledge, and I build, and I study all religions. To my knowledge, we are one of the purest of the pure. Yeah, I know. In the Bible, they spoke to angels coming down and sleeping with the son and men. The sons and kids. Well, actually, all religions, Christianity, all religions, even in the Bible.
You know, the Bible doesn't teach that, right? We can break it down to just tell you, go to our Revelation 12, right? So that's a big misconception, like I said. The white man took, you know, his ideologies and superimposed it on the Bible and tried to tell us what they think it's talking about, but it's not actually saying angels fell from the sky and came down here sniffing a woman. That's probably what I was talking about. Right? You got it? Yeah. Who is the war in heaven? Talking to the
It's the book of Revelations, chapter 12, verse 7.
Bring it out.
And there was war in heaven. Michael and his angels fought against the dragon.
All right, so is this talking about literally in the third heavens where the Most High God is at? Okay. You know, a battle's going down? No, it's talking about the rulership here on earth. You know, heaven and hell, according to the Bible, is dealing with conditions, right? So it's not talking about absolute war in heaven. But when you read the book of Sirach, chapter 39, the angels can't disobey the Most High God, right? According to the scriptures. So why would they be out there, you know, fight against him? You know, that don't make any sense.
And the dragon fought and his angels, and prevailed not. Right. Neither was their place found any more in heaven.
Right, meaning in rulership.
And the great dragon was cast out, that old serpent called the devil.
Right.
And Satan.
Like the devil means deceive. It goes back to the word diabolo in the Greek, right? So the devil and Satan,
which deceiveth the whole world.
They deceived the whole world. They gave us this image right here, right? Telling us that's Jesus Christ. Right? But that's actually Paul Alexander, the 6th wrong son, right?
He was cast out into the earth, and his angels were cast out with him.
Right. Because if you read 1 Corinthians 4:4, Satan wants the earth now, right? Meaning he took out a rulership.
Who is Satan?
Satan is the spiritual demon.
Spiritual demon.
Right? The devil, anybody can be the devil. Christ called one of his disciples.
So Satan is an individual.
Yes. Satan can't operate on his own. He goes to the Most High God and he does what the Most High God wants him to do.
Satan.
You're going to finish this verse.
Verse 10. And I heard a loud voice saying in heaven, now is come salvation and strength and the kingdom of our God.
Right? He's talking about the kingdom of God that's going to come to earth. You can read about that in Revelation, the 21st chapter. So if Satan is just now getting cast out of heaven, why is the kingdom of heaven coming to earth too? Is the kingdom of heaven on earth right now? No. So this is saying Satan is getting took out of rulership because who the world calls Christ is coming back on the scene. Right? So heaven and hell is dealing with the grave. That's what hell means. Hell means in the Hebrew and the Greek. It's dealing with condition and the grave. And heaven is dealing with rulership. Right? And you do also got the heavens where the Most High God is at.
And the power of his Christ. For the accuser of our brethren is cast down, which accused them before our God day and night.
Right, so, you know, Satan wasn't literally up in heaven fight against the Most High God and the Most High God's good angels, right? You know, he's just getting took out of rulership here on earth. That's why I said he's cast out of heaven, like cast down from heaven. Because Christ is going to rule here on earth. Very soon as God.
Okay. So basically, you have an understanding that everything in the Bible is right, correct?
I wouldn't say everything is right.
You want to say
because,
everything? Why is that?
well, in the translations we have today, because you got, what is that, Acts 12 and 4, you got a mistranslation of Easter. When you look in the Hebrew or the Greek, it's the word for Passover. So, of course, some things is not going to be 100% accurate. Because at the end of the day, even the Bible tells you that man wrote the Bible, but men inspired by God wrote it.
Okay. And the English words, the English letters came from where?
English, it came from the Europeans,
Europeans.
right? But you have original manuscripts like the Hebrew.
And so the Europeans translated
No,
into
actually,
English words into all other.
hold on. Actually, King James, he authorized the translation.
You know who is King James?
He was a so-called black man.
Do you know the history of King James?
What's the history of it?
Every man in that book is black.
Yeah, exactly. So King James,
So-
a so-called black man, they like to say that he was a homosexual, so they can't prove it.
Okay, not just saying that he's homosexual. You have to understand that what we're getting right here is a foundation that was built. And that foundation that was built, don't get me wrong, it's rules and regulations to that foundation that was built. That same information right there came from wars, the Egyptians.
No, that's not true.
We actually know for a fact that a lot of that information,
What, the Book of the Dead?
I mean, we know for a fact, like
No.
a lot of that information came from the Egyptians and
No, it did.
yeah, it's almost so simple.
Where did it come from? The Book of the Dead, right?
Book of the Dead had a lot.
Ma'at, right?
Okay.
The laws of Ma'at. You know, it's what, 42 laws of Ma'at? How much laws is in the Bible? 613. You know how much is similar? 8, right?
Right.
It's very simple things that every civilization on earth has, like thou shalt not kill, thou shalt not steal.
Okay,
You know, very simple things that even America, has as a law.
Have you ever read the Ethiopian Bible?
What about the Ethiopian Bible? It's just a version of the
Have you ever read it? Whenever you get a chance, I'm not saying to step out. Yes, I'm not saying to step out. I'm not saying to step out. You give your input on. Go and take a look at it. Read it. Just do a little research.
Just a translation of the pre-existing Greek, right?
But whenever you get a chance,
It's not special about the Ethiopian Bible. There's no ancient manuscripts for the Ethiopian Bible.
do comparison to the Holy Bible and the Ethiopian Bible.
Brother,
Whenever you get a chance, I'm just saying.
there's no ancient manuscripts for the Ethiopian Bible.
I'm
It's
just
not
saying,
special about the
I'm
Ethiopian Bible.
just saying, just whenever you get a chance. And again, I respect all religions. I respect what you're saying. Christianity.
Right? Let's see what the Bible says about the Ethiopians. Right? Since it's their book. You know, a lot of people like to say this. The Bible is against the Ethiopians. The Bible is sent from Cush of the Bible. Right? Zephaniah 2. Alright, so we know that this book isn't 100% perfect because men translate it. Right? Because like I said, you got mistranslations in there, like Easter, but we can always go to the original manuscripts and it says what it says. Right? You got the Dead Sea Scrolls, the Samaritan Pentateuch, the Greek Septuagint, right? You know, and there's no error in those. Of course, this is gonna have errors because it has been translated.
Everything that you tell
no error in the Dead Sea Scrolls.
This is okay. And I gotta go because I gotta go and pick up my stepmother from school. But before I leave, again, I respect it. I respect to the fullest. I respect to the fullest what y'all guys are doing because there's no for y'all to pull our people and back into unity. I don't care what. As long as we pull back together in unity, we stop. I run several businesses. I'm about to open up a Palmetto Seafood downtown Augusta. And my whole thing is unity. I'm what you call a universal traveler. And from my people, on my side, the universal, yeah, you probably know a universal you got Catholics, universal Christianity, universal, they have a base.
Because that's where the ideology of universal
Science and things of that nature. They have a base. They have a base where they go back to. They know their base, but they go and tamper around with everything else because they know in order for them to actually put the puzzle together, they have to tamper around with everything else because it was spreading out for confusion. They have to give it to you, but they didn't tell you how to give it to you. See, it's rules and regulations into how nature works. They can't hold things back from you because they're going to decay. It's going to fall apart. And they know that. So they have to give it to you. And they giving it to you, but they give it to you here. Trigonometry is one of the main things that so-called devil brought upon us to put us in the position that we're in right now. And again, I don't care what it is. Whatever it is that's gonna unite our people. Like if I can get to more Muslim brothers and get them to understand, like, hey, unite. I don't care what your beliefs say. Unite with the Israelites. Unite with all of our brothers.
I got a point.
And pull us together.
What other so-called religion is about our people as a whole?
People together as a whole.
And tell us we're better than everybody else.
Exactly.
No other religion does that, even though the Bible is a religion. Only the Bible tells us that we're better than everybody else. Islam tells you that you're equal to everybody else. Right. Anybody can join Islam.
Yeah, right.
Anybody can join Christianity. But you can't call yourself an Israelite unless you descend from Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Okay. Right? And that's what's different. That's what's different about the Hebrew Israelite community. Right? We hold ourselves to the top of the standard.
And keep doing that.
And
don't.
Last point, because you said that the Bible comes from Egypt, read this.
This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 18, verse 3.
Bring it out.
After the dooms of the land of Egypt, wherein ye dwelt, shall ye not do?
No, the Bible comes from Egypt.
Shall ye not do?
So the Bible just said, after the doings of the Egyptians, don't do. So if the Bible comes from the Egyptians, why would the Egyptians say that?
Well,
that's because it don't come from the Egyptians, brother. Right? The Israelites wrote the Bible. So the Israelites,
you know what the so-called Anunnakis are?
The Anunnakis, yeah.
You ever heard of the Anunnakis? I'm pretty sure y'all have heard of them. Have y'all ever did research on the Anunnakis?
I'm going to be quite honest.
Yeah.
It sounds bugged out to me because I heard about it.
Yeah.
They said that some aliens or something came and created man out of
what they call those aliens. Yeah, there was a higher point, a higher position, a higher standard of us out.
Right, so that comes from Egypt, right? The Egyptians, why did the Egyptians believe in
Right.
They have hundreds of creations.
Right. But
the Egyptians don't know what the hell they're talking about.
But you got to understand this. When they're going to take out of this Bible, they took the main thing out of this Bible. The main thing out of this Bible. They put it right there in the Bible. They took a piece of it out. When he said, let us come down and use their language, what did they mean by let us come down and use said language. So therefore, we was all of one language. Do you know what that language was? The language was not to speak. We could communicate. We could communicate
all the
through here.
languages.
I could sit here and don't speak at all, and have a whole conversation, plug in with your whole conversation energy, backwards and forth,
That's not what the Bible
just like the
is talking
animals.
about.
That was understanding the animals and things. That's what we're missing.
Hold on, brother. You know, just that point.
When language was to speak was our first curse, our first down. To speak.
Tower of Babel. Hold on, brother. We talking on one of that. So the Tower of Babel was when the nations came together and was all the same speech. God didn't like that. Because you read Deuteronomy 32:7, he separated the sons of Adam, right? He didn't like us, being together.
Why? So he don't like us being together right now, right?
No, he liked the Israelites being together. He didn't like all 18 nations of the Bible being together.
He didn't like all, and you know where they came from?
What?
You know where all those they came from? They came from you. They came from us.
Who? So-called white people?
Any other nations before it was one.
Yeah, because they
came from us. They're nothing but an offspring of us. Our us.
We gotta let each other speak on that.
Yeah, and I'll let you speak.
Right, so yeah, everybody alive today.
I can't. What time is it? Yeah, I got it.
All right, man. Well,
man, but look, man, I love y'all guys, man, and
the Egyptians never talked about energy and chakras, none of that, right? That comes from Hinduism. The ancient Egyptians,
and that was that one was broken up. Hindu, Buddhism. If you notice,
you know who started that?
If you notice, every time Jesus departed from his disciples, that's what he went to go and do. He went to go and meditate and become one with him.
Go to Psalms 1 and 2. We'll show you what he meditated on. He didn't meditate with chakras and things like that. You know where that comes from? Hold on, bro. That comes from New Ages, where white people would take a whole bunch of ancient customs and combine it, right? So that's when you have the Egyptology with Hinduism. The ancient Egyptians never talked about meditating and chakras. They never did. They practiced the laws of the universe, whatever it's called. They never talked about
the laws of the universe. Was basically the laws of the land.
Okay, but
even the laws of the land speaks of energy. So you can tell me that
the Egyptians never talked about
that tree is not that tree have no energy.
We're not saying that. All right, now you said we're not saying that tree doesn't have energy.
We're not saying that.
Yeah, I'm not saying that the tree doesn't have energy to it. Everything has energy.
If everything has energy, that's what it basically boils down to, is to understand. At one point, we understood energy because
we was walking creation more than the creator. Who created energy?
The creator is the creation.
Brother,
the creator. Yes, we are part of. We are part of the creation. We are part of it. Could you control your hair from growing?
Bro, what point is that?
I know, I'm just asking.
A point that
could you control your cells in your body?
Right.
But it's a part of your body. It's alive. It's things in you that's alive that you can't control. But it's a part of it.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 1, verse 2.
Bring it out.
But his delight is in the law of the Lord, and in his law doeth he meditate day and night.
So, Yahweh Shah, true man, we know the letter J was created to find.
Yeah, right. We know that.
Right? So he meditated on the law. Right? He didn't meditate on applesauce, talking about some shopping. Right? So that's not true. That ain't in the Bible. So if you gotta go, brother.
Yeah.
Look, at least you talk to me.
Look, man, I respect it, and I'm always talk to. I mean,
all right,
I always build with my brothers because it's a lot of things that